What happens when a highly successful tech entrepreneur walks away from Silicon Valley playbooks to solve the world's food crisis?
6 years later, we sold the company to Workday for $700 million. And obviously, that sounds very straightforward. And there was a lot of hoops and loops and whatever in between. But all in all, a great summer house trip and a fantastic learning experience afterwards as well.
After a massive exit, Kasper Holten spotted a critical gap in Europe's investment landscape.
And became pretty obvious to me that from the deal you were seeing in Copenhagen, there is just a lack, particularly in here, but maybe in Europe in general, of sort of risk capital into this. Like I think it was sort of underserved area in food with a massive potential. You know, I come from an entrepreneur background, so I have this sort of, I've seen enough funds saying, we're going to put $1 million in.
His solution? A revolutionary $25 million studio fund model that combines elite culinary expertise with tech-building experience.
At Michelin chefs, we have gastrophysicians, we have people that have been investing into foods for years who obviously have deeper knowledge than me. I've been spending my time on software, and funny enough, some of the enabling technologies that we are looking at, we just invested in a Dutch company called Orbis, which are combating food waste inside kitchens.
The results are already transforming the market with innovations like an alternative to one of the world's most climate-vulnerable commodities.
Rest is creating alternative coffee based on date seeds. Coffee has basically sort of prices have gone up more or less similar to Bitcoin.
But there's a critical challenge standing in the way of founders trying to solve our global food crisis.
Yeah, the playbook is not very well written, so it's very hard to go out there and quickly learn as someone who hasn't done it before. So to say, how do I best build and scale this company? How do I best go to market? That is not written by 50 different US VCs 10 years ago and tried and true.
Kasper's mission extends beyond individual companies to building an entirely new ecosystem.
But we also want to build a community here, right? I mean, if you look at Denmark in particular, we have probably the largest amount of GDP in the world made in a bioreactor. If we take Novo, Carlsberg, and so forth.
Join us on the European VC podcast as we discover how a proven tech founder is rewriting the rulebook for food innovation and creating a powerful new model that could outperform software while helping to solve our climate crisis.